Could your daily health habit be secretly making you sick? What if I told you that squeezing that innocent-looking lemon into your water could be the reason you're feeling bloated, tired, or dealing with mysterious aches? If you're over 60, you need to see this. Today, we're exposing the 3 dangerous lemon combinations that thousands of seniors are making every single day. But don't worry, we're also revealing the 3 powerful pairs that can boost your joint health, supercharge your digestion, and strengthen your immune system. Stay until the end, because the Tarmgar One Safe combination is a life changer you don't want to miss. The dual nature of lemons right now. I'm not trying to scare you away from lemons. Lemons can really be a good friend for your health. But when they are mixed with the wrong foods, they can quietly create problems that most people don't talk about. These issues can range from not working properly, like feeling bloated, tired, or even worse, an immediate trip to the hospital. Uncovering the truth about food combinations. So, in this video, we're going to find out the truth. I'm going to take you through the best foods you should never mix with lemon, especially if you are older than 60. And then I'll tell you a few strong, safe combinations that can be really good for your joints, digestion, and immune system health. No, this isn't a different list of do's and don'ts. This is a real conversation about small decisions that are very important. So stay with me. If you want to add lemon water to your morning routine, or if you add a squeeze to meals, this video could change the way you think about food. Let's hear from you. And hey, before we start, if you want to know if you've been doing it right, put a 1 in the comment box. If you haven't thought about it, you can type ZOO. And don't forget to subscribe to Homie Health for more important health advice for seniors. Let's get started now with the first thing you should never mix with lemon danger combo. For one, lemon and dairy. You should never mix milk and lemon. And not only milk, but all dairy products, such as yogurt, cheese, and even that creamy splash in your morning coffee. In most cases, people have always thought of dairy as a good thing. It has a lot of calcium and is a good choice for strong bones, right? But most people don't get this one crucial fact. When you mix lemon with dairy, you could, especially if you're over 60, be making a real recipe for stomach pain. Here is why. The science behind the souring lemon juice has a lot of citric acid in it. When this acid touches the calcium in milk or yogurt, a chemical reaction happens. The acid makes the milk curdle. Yeah, that means it really starts to break up into solid pieces and liquid. And while that sounds like a kitchen experiment, it can happen in your stomach, making you feel bloated, heavy, and that awful feeling of food just sitting there, not digesting well. Why age makes a difference. If you're younger and your digestive system is strong, you might not even notice. But as we get older, our bodies naturally make less stomach acid and fewer digestive enzymes. That means that foods don't break down as well. So when a 65-year-old eats a bowl of yogurt with lemon juice or drinks a milkshake with lemon in it, thinking it tastes good, their stomach might not like it. They end up with gas, pain, or even diarrhea instead of nutrients. And they don't always know why. Research and a real-life example. This is supported by science. Research in the journal Food Chemistry found that citric acid made significant changes to the proteins in dairy, altering how it works in the stomach tract. A different report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition stressed that older adults are more prone to calcium malabsorption when acidic compounds are put in meals the wrong way. And let's talk about real life. I had a friendly neighbor named Joyce in her 70s who swore by her detox plan of warm milk and lemon before bed. But she kept waking up feeling bad and full. After she traded the lemon for a calming chamomile, her symptoms went away. It wasn't magic. It was just better food combining. What you should do. So, what do you need to do? First, don't add lemon juice directly into yogurt, cheese, or milk dishes. Be wary of that fancy lemon parfait or lemon pasta with cream, unless the dairy is cooked in a way that counteracts the acid. And if you love lemon water, wait at least an hour after eating dairy to take a sip. Danger combo number 2. Lemon and refined sugar. All right. Now let's move on from dairy to something sweet, but not in a good way. Let's talk about something that could be like a little gift. Refined sweetener. Whether it's in your morning pastry, a piece of birthday cake, or that spoon you use to mix your tea, sugar is everywhere. It doesn't sound like a threat, does it? But when you put lemon together with refined sugar, especially if you are over 60 or have trouble keeping your blood sugar in check. The results could be bad. How lemon affects sugar metabolism here is the deal. Lemon has citric acid that is known to slow down how the body breaks down sugar. When you eat something sweet, your blood sugar naturally rises, and your body releases insulin to help that sugar get into your cells. But studies have shown that high levels of citric acid and other acids can interfere with insulin's ability to do its job. That means instead of your body dealing with the sugar well, glucose can stay in your blood longer than it should, causing sudden spikes or risky crashes later on. A significant health risk. This is a real issue for people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, which, by the way, affects almost 1 in 4 adults over 65 in the U.S., according to the CDC. You may have never been told you had it, but your body doesn't respond to insulin as well as it used to as you get older. So adding lemon to that sweet roll can quietly work against your health goals. Studies from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism have shown that acidic foods can lower insulin sensitivity by up to 20% when consumed with refined carbs. That's not a little bit. That's enough to make you feel tired, dizzy, or hungry again after an hour. And over time, these repeated spikes can put a lot of strain on your pancreas and raise your risk of getting metabolic syndrome. A personal story, a close friend of mine, Frank, found this out the tough way. He used to drink homemade lemonade every afternoon with fresh lemons and 2 spoons of white sugar. He did it every day, but he still felt tired after lunch and didn't know why. When his doctor checked his blood sugar levels, they were all over the place. After he switched to lemon water with no sugar and started to eat his dessert separately, his energy and focus came back on their own. It's the little changes that sometimes make the most important difference. Smart swaps for a sweet tooth. So here is a tip. If you love lemons, you can eat them alone or with naturally sweet foods like berries. But avoid combining them with refined or white sugar, syrup, and candy, especially in the same drink or food. And if you do indulge, let your body rest before adding lemon to the mix. Danger combo. Number 3. Lemon and high oxalate foods. Let's now look at a group of foods that are good for you by themselves, but when mixed with lemon, could be stirring up as much trouble as kidney stones. This is a group of foods people often think are super healthy, like beets, spinach, and even peanuts. They have a lot of fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients good for brain and heart health. But for older adults, mixing these oxalate-rich foods with lemon, a fruit high in citric acid, can quietly hurt your kidneys. The chemistry of kidney stones here is what really happens. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plant-based foods. By themselves, they don't usually cause problems. But when they mix with certain acids, like the citric acid in lemon juice, they can stick together to form tiny crystals. These crystals can become bigger kidney stones over time, and sadly, older adults are more likely to experience this because kidney function naturally declines, making it harder for the body to get rid of these compounds effectively. The statistics and a warning. Let me give you some perspective. The National Kidney Foundation says that people over 60 are more likely to have kidney stones than younger adults, and diet is a big part of it. A research paper from the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology discovered that a diet high in both acids and oxalates caused a lot more calcium oxalate stones in individuals older than 55, and it doesn't take much. Something as simple as making a salad with spinach and a lemon juice vinaigrette or a beetroot smoothie with lemon juice could be quietly setting the stage for stone formation if eaten regularly. Linda's story. I remember a story from Linda, a very nice 68-year-old woman who used to swear by her morning beet juice with lemon. She thought it would help detox her liver, but after 2 trips to the emergency room with stabbing back pain, she learned the hard way that she was strengthening oxalates without realizing it. Her doctor helped her change her diet, keeping the lemon but changing the beets. There haven't been any stones since then. How to enjoy these foods safely. You don't have to stop eating spinach or beets altogether. Just don't combine them heavily with lemon. Instead, eat spinach with olive oil or a different vinegar. Save the lemon for other meals and to help your kidneys. Drink a lot of water to flush out the excess oxalates. If you've had kidney stones or your kidney function isn't working right, talk to a doctor or dietitian before regularly mixing high oxalate foods with lemon. the power of safe pairings. Now that we've talked about what not to do, let's move on to how lemon, when mixed correctly, can still be a strong ally in your journey to health. Next, 3 safe lemon pairings for older people that can help your health without putting you at risk. Safe pairing. Number 1. Lemon and raw. Honey, one of the best friends for lemon, especially for those over 60, is something you might already have in your cupboard. Raw, unprocessed honey. Raw honey is different from the processed kind you find in little bear-shaped bottles. It's filled with enzymes, antioxidants, and germ-killing properties. When mixed with warm lemon water, not boiling, just warm, it makes a soothing tonic that has been used for hundreds of years to help with digestion, reduce swelling, and even boost the immune system. And best of all, it tastes like a warm hug in a cup. Why this combo works for seniors. So what makes this mix so good for you, especially when you're older? Let's start with digestion. As we age, our stomachs don't make as much acid, which makes it harder to digest food and absorb nutrients. The slight acidity from lemon can help get digestion going again, while the natural sugars and enzymes in raw honey coat the stomach lining, calming irritation and helping food move more smoothly through the gut. Then there's the immune system. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that the polyphenols in raw honey can boost the body's immune system and even fight against some germs. Adding lemon juice gives you vitamin C, creating a natural, immune-supporting drink that makes you feel more awake than any store-bought supplement. A testimony from a believer, but don't just look at the science. My neighbor Joe is 72 years old and still swears by his cup of hot lemon water with a spoonful of raw honey every morning. He says it keeps his throat clear, his digestion happy, and even helps with a cough. He starts every day with it on an empty stomach, and the change he's seen has been night and day. How to make this tonic? You can add it this way to your daily life. Squeeze half a lemon into a cup. Add 1 teaspoon of raw honey, local if you can, and warm, not hot, water. Stir it gently and drink it slowly before breakfast. It's a caring, almost ritualistic act. Just make sure the water isn't too hot, or it will destroy the beneficial enzymes in the honey. Safe pairing number 2. Lemon and turmeric next. We're getting into golden territory. Let's talk about turmeric, a spice that makes everything it touches feel warm, yellow, and has strong healing powers, especially when mixed with lemon. Turmeric is that golden spice that has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine. It's warm, natural, and most importantly, very strong when it comes to fighting inflammation. But here is a secret many people don't know. When you add a little lemon and a pinch of black pepper, you unlock something pretty special, especially for joint health, liver support, and overall vitality after age 60. Unlocking the golden benefits, turmeric has a compound called curcumin, which is responsible for its ability to reduce inflammation and its antioxidant properties. But curcumin on its own isn't easily absorbed. It often just passes through your body. That's where lemon and black pepper come in. Lemon's natural acidity helps activate the curcumin, and black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which has been shown to make curcumin absorption up to 2,000% better. Yes, 2,000%. So when you mix these 3, you're not just taking a trendy health shot, you are giving your body a powerful tool to lower inflammation from the inside out. This is crucial as we age because chronic, low-level inflammation is a main driver of conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even a decline in brain function. And remember the liver. Your liver works harder as you age, filtering out toxins. Lemon and turmeric work together to promote the liver's ability to produce bile, which helps break down fat and get rid of waste more effectively. Aunt Kathy's success. This mix worked great for my 67-year-old Aunt Kathy, who had trouble with stiff joints for years. She started drinking a homemade detox shot every morning, a mix of warm water, a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, a little turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, and maybe a little cinnamon. In a few weeks, she saw that her hands were less stiff and she had more energy all day. It became a normal part of her morning routine. How to make your golden elixir? If you want to try it, just start small. Turmeric can stain and has a strong flavor, so adjust the amount to your liking. And always mix it well to stop the ingredients from settling. Think of it as a golden boost to your morning. A little kick, a little warmth, And a lot of healing. Safe pairing number 3, lemon and ginger now. For one more pairing that goes well with lemon to help circulation, digestion, and keeping those cold hands and feet warm. Let's talk about ginger. Ginger is one of nature's best healers for circulation, warmth, and digestion. But when you add lemon to it in warm water, it becomes even stronger, especially for those over 60 dealing with a slow stomach, stiff joints, or cold hands and feet. The warming, circulatory benefits here is why this mix works really well. Ginger has gingerols and shogalls, which are well known for their anti-inflammatory and heating effects. They help get the blood flowing and aid digestion, easing pain, especially in the joints. Lemon, on the other hand, adds vitamin C, giving your immune system and metabolism a gentle push. Together, they create a drink that makes you feel like you're getting a hug from the inside out. This pair is very helpful for seniors who often feel cold or have trouble with blood flow. As we get older, our blood vessels become less flexible, and our blood flow naturally slows down. That is why people over 60 often feel cold. A warm drink with lemon and fresh ginger can help blood vessels open up a little, improving flow and warming the extremities. A digestive aid, but that's not all. Ginger helps with digestion by stimulating the production of saliva and stomach enzymes. When you add lemon, which also helps create bile, you create a perfect storm for digestive help. So, if you feel bloated, gassy, or overly full after eating, this drink can offer real relief. The science of ginger. This is backed up by science. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ginger significantly sped up stomach emptying, meaning food moved through more quickly, lessening pain and improving nutrient absorption. Another study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine showed that ginger helped relieve pain and stiffness in people with arthritis when taken regularly. How? To prepare ginger lemon water to try it yourself. Peel and slice a half-inch piece of fresh ginger. Put it in a cup with some lemon juice. Then add warm water. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes and drink it in small sips. For a little sweetness, a small amount of raw honey works great, and you'll be making one powerful health-boosting drink. A final recap on using lemon wisely. Now, you have seen it all. Lemon can be tricky, but with the right partners, it makes a great friend for your health. Conclusion. A tool for your health journey. So, for a warm finish, that's all there is to it. Lemon isn't just a sour fruit. It's a powerful tool that, when used correctly, can help your health in ways you couldn't have thought of. Whether it's helping your stomach, fighting inflammation, or warming you from the inside out, it's all about how you mix things. At this point in life, it's not about limitation. It's about being smart, taking care of your body, and making small, loving decisions that add up to big changes.